You may remember some time ago I did a video on the depth of shine that you got from old cellulose paint on these old rollers. This is a pre-war roller when labour costs really weren't an issue. I've given it a bit of a coat with Maguire's now. I haven't mechanically polished it or anything, but you know, just going over with Maguire's after the autoglem, and as you can see, superb depth of shine. Anyway, there you go. They were known to put in, you know, huge numbers of layers, up to 10, 11 layers of paint that gave excellent depth of shine, which we can't really replicate with modern paints. Well, we can, but it's very expensive to do a really good job of it. And someone said, well, this wasn't the original paint.
Do not believe it!
It used to be all black. So I think the bit I polished up with the incredible depth of shine was the original paint. But this is a fairly modern, this yellow is a modern intervention. And I was intrigued to know why. Anyway, he sent me a picture of it from 1950s London. Didn't really explain how he knew that was the car, but on close inspection, as you'll see in a minute, because it's got the number plate and it is definitely the Wraith. And it started this bit of a mystery. So this is what the viewer spotted, which was the number plate, AMD 96, say from this 1938 Wraith, pre-war Wraith. So the picture was taken by a fellow called Henry Grant. He was a freelance photographer and took lots of black and white photos of London. Some of his photos are in the London Museum and are used in journalism and on Pinterest. If you do a Google search for the image, you can find it. Daily Mail ran an article on him. So that's the sort of mystery solved. But like all these things, these cars are steeped in history really. They always have tales. This one lived in America for a bit. Was bought by the Rolls Royce Foundation. But then they sold it back to the UK. So they've usually got a tale or two to tell, these old cars.